guys, welcome to another video. It's been just a few days. We're doing good, just been a few days. I have been meaning to do this for a while. I'm actually really excited to do a Ghana tag. As y'all can see from the title, Lord, brain fart. From the title of this video, I'm gonna be doing a Ghana tag. I'm just gonna be answering some questions. See, I know, I already said it, but as y'all know, part of my heritage is from Ghana. I would like to do a Nigeria tag in the future and a Sierra Leone tag, and if I ever find out more info on my dad's side, I'll eventually do tags on those two. I'm still doing research and talking to other family members about what they could help me find and things like that. But so far, all I have is that my dad is part Native American and part Caribbean. Now we just need to find out the specific countries for sure. We're just getting all of our facts straight together. I don't want to announce it without having the exact details that I would like to have. And then when I get to that point, I'll do tags, and once I learn more about those specific cultures and everything, I'll get on that. And eventually visit those countries one day. But yeah, so far that's what we got. But this Guinean side is from my mom. She's fully Guinean. I'm half Guinean. So yeah, we're gonna check out that side of me today. And I have some cool stuff to show you as we go through the questions. It's basically just 10 questions, and I'll just explain or answer them to the best of my ability. And yeah, so let's get started. So, first question, which part of Ghana are you from? And the tribe. So, I forgot how they base it off of if both of your parents are from Ghana. I feel like people just use, actually, I don't know. I don't want to say this for sure, because I've seen a lot of people use just where their father is from. I don't know how often people use where their mother is from. I don't know. Maybe that was just a coincidence or something like that. But I'm just going to say where my mom is from. And she is from Accra. She was born, and for the few years that she was in Ghana before she went to Nigeria, she was living in Accra. Yeah. Just for some extra backstory, her parents, my grandparents, my grandmother is from Winneba, my grandpa's from Cape Coast. So, yeah, I just kind of take those three. Yeah. It was so funny because I went to this place called the Aquaba restaurant. Aquaba means welcome, by the way. In Brooklyn, in the Flatbush area, which is actually a few minutes away from where my family used to live. Once they were all together in the States. And the guy was like, so where are you from? Da 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 da. And I was telling him, and he was like, don't tell me everyone's from Accra. I'm like, look, I swear, my mom is actually from Accra. Most people just say that. It's the capital of the country. It's the most common thing. Or maybe some people are afraid to try and pronounce the specific names of where their parents are actually from. Because I'm not going to lie, I don't know how to pronounce all of them. I recently learned some new ones, but I don't know all of them. But that was just a little side note. I thought that was funny. Tribe. I'm a Fanti boy over here. You already know. There's also Ashanti. I think Ewe. There's a few. There's a few different tribes going on. Ashanti. I already said that. I'm so sorry. I just realized I already said Ashanti. But yeah, I know a few Ashanti people. I know someone who's an Ewe. I mostly know Fanti people from family and family friends that just happen to be Fantis. A couple of Ashantis mixed in. I feel like I mostly know Fanti and Ashanti people. But yeah, I'm a Fanti. What is your favorite? Well, I'm skipping. My bad. Were you born in Ghana? No, I was born in Jersey. Good old Jersey. No, I wasn't born in Ghana. My mom was. My grandparents were. My uncle and I were born here. I low-key wish I had been born there, or at least spent some of my early years there. Because even I had some cousins or some friends that went back home when they were young, spent certain crucial pardon, crucial like development years in Ghana, and I think that would have made a bit of a difference, you know. And it would have taken me as long as it did to be able to go to Ghana. So, I mean, obviously nothing I could do about that, but in another life, that would have been cool. Um, what is your favorite Ghanaian dish? This is so hard because I love food and I love Ghanaian food. I have to say that my favorite though is red red. Red red is fried plantain, gari, and I have to look up how to explain gari because I don't really know how to put that into words. I just know what it looks like, and then like beans, all of that together is red red, and I love it. I absolutely love plantain, fried the most, or if it's like kelewele, which is like it's also fried, but like it's like bits, you know, like it's more like a snack that you eat, like smaller pieces of fried plantain. I also like fufu. I'm just gonna pull up pictures of all of this, um, because yeah, I think this would be just be easiest if I do it like this. So I'm gonna show you guys what red red looks like, which is the fried plantain, gari, and beans. Let me get you a nice, beautiful, colorful picture. This food just looks so good. I need something that has like the gari in it too. Pardon me, just give me one moment. Okay, yeah, this is a good example. Ooh, okay, hold on. Yeah, this is a good example right here. You got the gari up there, the beans and the plantain. That's what red red is. And the other thing I said is fufu. I like that with peanut soup. I'm a peanut soup fan. I like light soup too, but I really like peanut soup, and I like palm nut soup too. But I don't get to have palm nut soup that often, unfortunately. Peanut soup not that often either. My grandmother said it's not hard to make. It's just that it takes a while, and if you're like short on time, which just seems to be a lot of the time, sometimes you just go for the simplest dish. You know. I also like corned beef stew. I like palava sauce. Um, I'm not really a kenke fan. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm not really a kenke fan. I'll eat it if there's nothing else to eat. So I don't hear that. You know, if you don't eat what is there, then it means you're not hungry. You know, I'm not trying to hear that. Like, you know, like you hungry, you gotta eat what's there. Else you're not feeling me, unless you're allergic to it or something. But yeah, I would say that the red fufu. Those are my two favorites. So let me show you guys that Ghana fufu with. I'll just show. I mean, I'm not sure what soup is gonna pull up, but this is with light soup. See, that's the fufu in the middle. It's got the meat, the soup, and all of that. Super good. I absolutely love it. Oh, my bad. I switched to a tab I was looking at earlier of Ghana hotels. Yeah, no, shout out to Moonpick. My bad. But yeah, those are my favorites. I mean, let me just show y'all one of the stews. Let me show you palava sauce. There's also wache. I won't say it's one of my favorites, but I'll eat it. That's basically just it's just rice and beans, a different type of rice and beans. Yeah. Palava sauce. Palava sauce right here. You feel me? And yeah. AKA palava sauce. Yeah, contomre. Yeah, contomre stews. The other name for it. And I'll just show you. Oh my gosh, yo, I'm wilding. I can't believe I'm so embarrassed right now. How did I forget to say jollof? I'm so sorry. My apologies. My apologies. I forgot to say that. I love jollof. I could eat jollof every day. I mean, I could eat any of this stuff every day. But jollof, bro? If any of you don't know what jollof is, let me put you on real quick, okay? I'm sorry. I'm going to have to skip the wache for today. But if you want to look it up, W-A-A-K-Y-E, wache. But you have to see the jollof if you haven't. Because what? I'm going to be mad biased by this. So Ghana, we have the best jollof, period. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. We have the best. We have the best. Every country will say this is the best. But I have to say Ghana for today. I have to. But look at this. Look how beautiful that is. Tell me you don't want to eat this. Tell me you don't. It's so good. Absolutely love it. When I go back to school from after this spring break, I'm going to try and make it for the first time. just spent like 4 minutes talking about food. Y'all already know how much I love food. But thank y'all for listening. You know, if you want me to try and cook any of this stuff for you and record it, I'm more than happy to. I'm working on my stooge right now, so I could always film that and post it. But yeah. What do you have in your home that represents Ghana? Okay, so here's my stuff. Okay. This right here, 85% of Ghanaian homes have this thing. It says Akwaba, like I was mentioning the Akwaba restaurant earlier. Akwaba means welcome. And a lot of people have some version of this lady on something like this hanging up in their homes. It's like a staple at this point of Ghana decoration, you know. Well, yeah, we have this last year. I had this on the door. It took me a while to get it up because I was struggling to get this part to stick on the door. But I had this. My roommate was super cool with us just having it on the door. She was really into learning about my culture, which I appreciated. So we just had this on the door last year. You know, that's the Ghana room period. But yeah, this right here. Let me put that over here. And I'm gonna show you an outfit. I don't have all my guy outfits with me. Some of them are at school, but I'll show you this. So yeah, it's just like long button up. I really love button ups, but it has like this style is called like kente. This isn't real kente. Real kente is very expensive and like authentic, but this is just like a kente design that they put. So they put on the collar. You see, yeah, they put on the collar. It goes down here where the buttons are for the pocket as well, and then, you know, for the wrist part as well. And then it also comes on the back, too. But yeah, you have that here. Yes. And just so you can see, I kind of messed that up a bit, but just you can see both sides. But yeah, it just has like splashes of kente on this white. I love to wear white. Makes you feel just very clean and nice. I love to wear white. But yeah, one of my favorite outfits. I think I wore that for Independence Day last year, if I'm not mistaken. I have two that are kind of identical to each other, but I think that's the one I wore for Independence Day. Last but not least, actually, yeah, there's something back there that I'm going to show you. I just realized. But I have a book bag, so this is second to last. I have a book bag. This is not mine, but it was given to me as a nice gift. It's a book bag made of some fabric. Very nice, you know. I'm gonna sport this one of my next like day trips to New York. Like I know I'm going back there, but you know, once I leave, I'll rock this, you know. But yeah, this little book bag. And lastly, I'm gonna show you this. I have to stand back for this, so just give me a second. I'm gonna move the chair. It's right over here. Please forgive me. I don't remember if this is the exact name for this or not, but this is something else that a lot of Ghanaians have in their homes. We have like at least 4 of these, I think, 3 or 4. Just to sit on. I used this to play my piano. That's right over there. But yeah, this very nice culture thing, you know. It's got this over it, and yeah, just a little 360. But yeah, nice little stool thing. I'm learning more about the golden stool. It's like this, I think it's like a royal thing. I have to double check. But I will also do a future video on that. But yeah. Let's get back to my seat. That is the stuff I have that's like in the household. Some of the things. Quite a few more things, but I couldn't bring all of that down here. So yeah. But, you know, if I do a video like everything in my house that's Ghanaian, do a nice little tour for y'all of all of those items. But, yeah. Okay, so, what do you love about Ghana? I mean, this is a good and a bad thing. Because, you know, as much as I love to have freedom and be able to have fun and not be under super tight supervision and rules and things, you need laws and regulations and things because things have to move a certain way sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Because if you gave people the freedom to do whatever, it would be more chaos than it is now. You know, with certain things like guns and things like that, you know. But in Ghana, it's low-key free-for-all. Like, there's rules for certain things. Like, certain things that just shouldn't be rules for. It's a bit backwards right now. But, you know, when it comes to the good stuff, like, I was able to get alcohol pretty easily. You know, like little things like that. Just be able to have that freedom and nobody, they didn't ask, are you 21? They said, do you want alcoholic or non-alcoholic? Like, they don't care. You know, as long as you have the money to pay, they don't care. Um, that can be a good thing and a bad thing as well. Like when you go to the medical, like a hospital or something, God forbid you're like dying or something. If you don't have the funds, they're not trying to see you. They want to do all that before they even treat you. Like, yeah, in America, they're still gonna charge you, but it's still, at least they'll take you in. It might take you a while to get in there, especially like the emergency room, but they'll at least take you in. Ghana is money, 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 money. Um, you know, like it has its upsides and downsides, but I would say I like that, like the carefreeness of Ghana, just the party atmosphere. You know, I'm excited to check out some club action when I go next time. Um, but yeah, I would say that just the carefreeness, the videos I see, the music, our dancing, the pride we have for ourselves. I think I just really appreciate that, and I really do take pride in having that Ghanaian heritage. I have from as long as I can remember. I was telling people about our language, one of the languages, tree, when I was in preschool. Like I remember that being like, yep, it's pronounced like the tree outside, but it's spelled TWI. Like they instilled that pride in me from the jump, and no matter what, that shit's never gonna leave. So yeah, I would say that that's what I love. You know, our parties. You know, grew up on some really dope parties. Our music. There's so many things I love. You know, and it definitely hit different being in the motherland. You know, um, it was a different experience being amongst my people. You know, like it was a whole different ball game. Kind of hard to put into words sometimes. You know, but um, I would do a story time of my first time I went to Ghana. Some of the things that happened. And hopefully one day I'll be able to do a vlog when I go, which is a goal, you know, a few travel vlogs, but Ghana too. Um, when's the last time you were in Ghana? Just touched on that. January of 2019 was my first time I went to Ghana. Also, last time I've been to Ghana. My auntie was getting married to a Nigerian, and they decided to have the wedding in Ghana, which is really dope, because if she hadn't done that, I probably still wouldn't have gone. Like, it was perfect timing. I mean, yeah, like, I still had school and stuff, and I managed to do some of it while I was there. But it was easier because it was just high school stuff, and I just got caught up a bit more for whatever I couldn't do in Ghana. With the spotty-ass Wi-Fi, the Antapo, Lord. But the Wi-Fi was crazy. Like, you would stand in one part of the hallway, great service. Go walk a couple feet, you don't got shit. But, you know, it just be like that. But yeah, and it wasn't too hot or anything. It was like Harmattan, but it was so funny to me because to Ghanaians, that period of time is cold. I saw some people wearing fur coats. I was just sweating, like, but you know, over here it was like 20 something degrees outside. So I'm going to the 80-degree weather, like, yo, I'm right where I need to be. Definitely a couple of days it was mad hot though. Like when we went to Cape Coast, it was like cool in certain areas, but that one midday point, bro, I was sweating. But you know, it's cool. Much rather be like that than in 20-degree weather any day. Any day. But yeah, that was the last time I was in Ghana. Who's your favorite Ghanaian artist slash song? Bro. I have too many to pick from, but someone I know for a fact I love is Bisa Kide. I love most of his songs. Mansa's a good one. Shit. What is a good song? I think is it called Baba? Baba is like another word for like, you know, the Father, God, you know. Now I'm forgetting. Am I a real fan? I'm looking it up, like, let me make sure, you know. But Mansa is huge. I think like Mansa really carried his career. Jet is a good one. Let's see. Metampo is a good one as well. I love that song. The song he did called Life with Pato Ranking. I love that song. That song gets me in my feels. I love it. I love it so much. Azonto Ghosts. Like, yo, everything is just good. One of his newer songs is called, I think it's called Bank. And I think there's one called Drinks on Me, something like that, his latest album. Those were really good. And there's a song he did with Manifest. Let me see. I think it's called Woniaba, something like that. I don't know if I'm saying it right. You know, the flow might be a bit different with my Americanized accent, but it was something like that. Yeah, love his music. Absolutely love his music. I'm also a big High Life fan. That's like some. I mean, there are people doing High Life music still, but that's more of like 2000s and before that time. 2000s High Life is elite, by the way. My favorite time of High Life. Period. Also kind of biased because that's like when I was born. That's what I grew up on. Some of those songs were coming out when I was coming up, so you know. But I love Daddy Lumba. I love Kojo Anchi. I love Furia Ponsa. Amache Dede. You know, like I love. You know, like I really that good old school music. I love it. Like it has so much substance, and I know if I understood the lyrics a bit more, like I would be even more blown away because I feel like at that time they put a lot more effort into lyricism and poetry and how they convey certain messages. Because when I go to the comments of these songs, people are like, yeah, wise words, wisdom. Like they're telling some sort of story or giving advice in some way. And I think that that's really neat because I'm going to talk about this in a future video, but I feel like a lot of songs sometimes are just kind of focused on a very specific type of music. And I feel like we got to take a bit of a break from sexualizing all of these different things and making songs about love and sex and all these things. Just take a break. Like, no one's saying we don't like it, but like, take a break. You know, we could sing about something else. Like somebody the other day was like, why can't we just sing about beaches, you know? You know, I feel like I wish there was a bit more of that now. You know, just span of things to sing and write about. You know what I'm saying? And with the kind of music I'm working on behind the scenes, like I mentioned in my last video, I am working on an album right now. I was thinking it was just gonna be piano, but I think I might add one or two vocal things and test it out with this new genre I'm concocting in my head. It's a combination of indie music, some of this indie music that I've been listening to, and high life. So I'm trying to figure out how to combine the two because lately those two have been really comforting genres for me, and I want to figure out a way to combine them, you know. So I've been working on that, but something like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's a little bit of everything. But yeah. Let me see. I'm almost done, y'all. Can you speak any Ghanaian languages? I won't say I can speak them, like it's not fluent, but I know a tad bit of Fanti. Tad. The Fanti I hear is often mixed with English, which is the only reason I know a little bit of Fanti I do know. And with context and over the years, repetitiveness, that sounded crazy. I started to get the hang of certain things, you know. I can speak a little bit of Tree. I feel more confident speaking Tree than Fanti, and I can also write some Tree as well. I can't write any Fanti, but I can also write some Tree. I can't speak any Ga or Ewe or anything like that. I'm going to try and learn some more from my grandma because she can speak a lot of those languages. I think she can speak Ga, Ewe, Tree, Fanti, some Nigerian languages. Like she a bit of a multilingualist, you know. So yeah, I'm working on that right now behind the scenes. Because by the end of this year, I would like to be significantly more fluent in Tree. You know, I mean, it's several years down the road before I have a kid, but I would like to be able to teach them the language, you know. Either that or I marry someone who can speak it, you know. Whichever is fine with me, but I also still want to be able to learn it regardless, you know. But yeah, okay, last question, y'all. Last question. What is your favorite dance craze? I'm an Azonto warrior for life, bro. I know we are in a completely different time right now with just leg work and all this other shit. But for me, I'm an Azonto warrior and a two-step warrior by force. Okay? That's who I am. I do my little two-step, you know. And I do my little Azonto, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's it. That's really it. Like, I'm glad that all these TikToks are coming out like, yo, bring Azonto back, bring Azonto back. I live for those TikToks. Keep making them, please. Um, absolutely love them. Love the energy. Love these old songs that are coming back. That was like what 2012. 2012. What 2012 when Azonto came out and my uncle showed me that video. My life was not the same. My life was not the same. I was obsessed. I was obsessed. I was trying to do Azonto my talent show at school. Like, bro, yo, Azonto was everything. It was an elite era. Elite. Nothing could top that. But yeah. So that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. For learning more about me and my culture. I'm going to be doing more aspects of my culture in future videos of different things that I'm coming up with ideas with. But I want to start up with this as a little introduction into another section of content that I'm going to be doing. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. By the way, I reached 300 subscribers today. Thank you guys very, very much. We are on the road to 400 subscribers now. Sincerely grateful for all of the support you guys are giving me, for watching my videos, for leaving all these kind comments, liking my videos, subscribing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. But yeah, I will see you guys later this week. I'm not sure what the next video is going to be. I have to go through my list and see what the next thing is I'm going to post. But thank you for watching. I'll put my socials in the description box. And yeah, y'all have a good night.